This is a special night. Phil is playing the piano for everyone in a bar. Then Rita, the woman he deeply loves, walks in. Seeing the goddess, his cheerful piano music turns whining, carrying his 30-year-long secret love. Yes, he has been in an infinite loop for 30 years. The goddess understands. The two look at each other and smile. After getting off the stage, Phil dances with Rita. During this dance, people in the town show up one by one. All of them come to thank Phil. A young couple who were about to break up say thanks to him for saving their love. The old man who was about to choke to death comes to hug him, thanking him for helping to force out the foreign object. There are others who come to thank him for curing their back. They praise his excellent medical skills. Phil can actually do so many things in one day. Rita can hardly believe it. In those boring and repetitive days, he has learned profound art and deep medical knowledge, as well as love and psychology. Next, at the bachelor auction held in the bar, he becomes the most popular bachelor in the town. Girls scramble to bid for him. It turned out that Rita emptied her wallet, pay a large sum of money to bid for Phil. On this night, being with Rita, Phil was no longer in a hurry. He didn't pursue a specific ending, but cherished every moment filled with love at this very instant. He carved Rita's face out of ice. During the time he was trapped, the most wonderful ability Phil learned wasn't playing the piano, ice, sculpting, or medical skills, but how to love. So, Rita gave him a kiss. He didn't know that her kiss was the key to ending the time loop. Early the next morning, when Phil was woken up by the alarm clock, a hand reached out to turn off the alarm. It wasn't his hand, it was Rita's hand. That is to say, his time loop had ended. Pulling Rita out of the door, he saw the small town covered with fresh snow and almost burst into tears. But he held Rita's hand tightly. The touch of his other hand told him this wasn't a dream. The repetitive days, looking at Rita's smile. Before, he loathed the ordinariness here. Now, he has fallen in love with its harmony. He hasn't found a utopia. Rather, he has found a way to reconcile his restless soul. There are always times when each of us gets trapped in life. Sometimes it's a lock from the outside world. Sometimes it's a hurdle we can't get over in our hearts. Thus, our lives turn into a strange cycle of day-to-day repetition. Like Phil in Groundhog Day. He used to consider himself extraordinary. He was cynical and at odds with the whole world. In fact, he had long been trapped in an endless loop. Fortunately, he changed. Not the world, but his mindset. He bravely embarked on the most difficult yet most beautiful journeys in the world. Plant a tree, read a book, love a person. Life can't be fulfilled by fleeting pleasures, only by the genuine feelings and joy gained step by step are the meaning that can replace the void. Read those books that have been gathering dust. Watch those great movies that you've collected for years. Send a message to relatives and friends you haven't contacted for a long time. Live the grand and distant life with subtle gratitude. Meaning lies in every flower and leaf. Meaning lies in every breath.